Go. I mean,
What?
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Alien 3?
Alien 3 is a sequel to Aliens, which is a sequel to Alien. Alien 3 has one alien, and that's why it's called Alien 3 and not Aliens 3.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't call it Alienses. Dan, what did you think of Alien 3?
It was okay. Spoilers!
You say that about like every movie we watch, you're like, that's fine.
Yeah, because I've not... I know, I've watched a lot of crap in my time, and so when I see just, like, okay movies, I gotta say, yeah, it's okay.
You watched the theatrical cut as well, which is considered the worst version of the film.
Yeah,
the
then...
version that they've released in cinemas for audiences to watch.
Well, I mean, you gotta put out the worst version first, because then people will appreciate the real release, and then there's all the hipsters who get to say, you only saw the theatrical cut. You have to see the special edition.
Do you think that's why they do it? They deliberately make movies worse because they know people are going to see it anyway, and then they can say, oh no, but if you buy the Blu-ray, you can see a good version of the movie, kind of, maybe a little bit.
It's like what DC tries to do.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll just release a shitty version of the movie, and then we'll make a slightly longer shitty version
that
of the
makes
movie.
sense, but
not really. Just
it's
a little
not
bit
better.
More. Yeah, it's not better, it's just longer, which kind of makes it worse.
It's longer and it makes sense. That's all I can care for. I really wish they weren't longer, but at least they're easier to digest.
So tell me about Alien 3, the theatrical cut.
Well, Alien 3, there's this thing, and then there's this girl. Her name is Ripple.
Ripple.
Ripless.
Ripless.
Ellen DeGeneres wakes up from her cryo sleep at the end of Aliens, only to find that everyone is dead. The end.
No, she dies, and then the end.
Oh, yeah!
No, it's,
Man, these Alien movies...
Do you see why people think this is the worst of the original Alien movies?
I don't know, it's just whatever. It's okay. I get that a lot of people were like, hey, yeah, we want to see the adventures of the alien family who survived alien attack.
Yeah.
With aliens. You've got Ellen Ripley, the mother. She doesn't take shit. She's a strong, independent woman, except for Hicks, who's her man around the town, big guns. He's gonna have an eye patch. He's gonna look real cool. And then they got baby girl Newt. Her name is Newt, and
she's cute,
yeah,
but she's feisty and she can fit in small gaps.
And there's Uncle Bishop.
Oh yeah, he's just a torso at this point.
Yeah, I don't even think he's a torso. He's like one arm.
No, yeah, at the end of Aliens he has two arms, but somehow he loses one of them in Alien 3.
Yeah, because I think they just broke off a bit of it so that she could carry the whole thing.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Can't take this whole thing of Bishop. Gotta smash him up a bit.
Maybe got damaged in the crash. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. The crash.
But yeah, everyone liked Aliens, wanted to see a sequel to Aliens. This is not really a sequel to Aliens.
What are you talking about? Continues where Aliens left off.
If you liked Aliens, literally the first 5 minutes of this movie gives you like a massive middle finger.
Yeah.
It's just like, you like the characters in Aliens? Well, fuck you.
Open your mouths, we're gonna take a dump in them.
Well, she's dead,
yeah.
But we're not just going to leave it at that. We're literally going to show you her severed corpse, and we're going to cut into her, and you can see her organs to prove how dead she is.
Yeah.
But we're not even going to like give you the time of day to show you Hicks. He's just in a bag.
Yeah.
We're going to burn him in lava, and Ripley's going to cry. And you wanted Ripley to hook up with Hicks and live happily ever after? Well, fuck you. She's going to screw Charles Dance. And then Charles Dance is going to die.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna die.
It's so weird, like, man, Hicks didn't get a banger, and then Charles Dance gets to do it right away.
He just met her, and they're fucking... I think she was, like, upset that Hicks and Newt died, so she just wanted some man living.
I mean, Charles Dance is clearly the superior male. Like in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, he's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Charles Dance, great man.
Charles Dance is good in this.
Yeah, he's great in everything.
He's a good character. He's probably the best character, which is more of a fuck you when they kill him off.
Yeah.
Then you're just left with a bunch of bald, angry men that you don't know the names of.
Yeah. Including Ellen Ripley.
Yeah, she becomes a bald, angry man.
Yeah.
Because they have a lice problem or something.
Yeah, it's all those lice. Like, yeah, there's lice everywhere. Everybody's got those lice all in their hair.
It's a really gross setting as well.
Yeah, it's just like filthy scrap prison planet.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, how far in the future do you get where you have prison planets? Whole planets just... I mean, it's not even like a planet, it's like a
the
moon.
original idea for this movie was that it's essentially the same story, that they crash, Newt and Hicks die, and Ripley's just left by herself, and there's one alien, and they gotta fight the one alien. But the original script was that they were gonna land on a planet of monks that don't have any weapons or technology, and they're just like space monks. But the studio wanted Alcatraz in space.
Yeah. But they kept the monk aspect by making them, like...
Religious.
Yeah, like, well, some of them who have found God in hell. That kind of thing.
But they don't really handle that very well. It's very heavy-handed, very out-of-place, forced.
There's one guy who is very preachy.
But then he swears and he, like...
Motherfucker!
Yeah, it's like, believe in Jesus, motherfucker!
The power of Christ compels you, motherfucker! And he smashes them with a golf bat.
And then there's a part where she's like, you kill me, and then he like throws an axe at the wall. He's like, I'll fucking kill you afterwards, bitch!
Yeah.
But first we have to kill this fucking alien! And then God will deal with you! No, it's just... I don't know, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but I definitely say it's the weakest out of the franchise so far. Ooh. It's a hint for the movie that came out this year. Alien
King
3.
Arthur, the Legend of the Sword?
Yeah, King Arthur, the Legend of the Sword.
That movie came out this year.
Yeah, that did. You watched the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
I watched that when I was a kid. So rewatching it, I was like, oh, I'll check out the director's cut. Never watched it. It was like, once I seen it the first time, I was like, that was miserable. It made me sad. I never want to see it again.
Yeah.
Watching it again was painful. Although there was a lot of stuff in the director's cut, I was like, I don't remember that from the first film. Because it wasn't in the first film.
Yeah.
How did the theatrical cut open for you?
It opens with, like, a crane pulling, like, the salvaged... Well, it has them being ejected into the life preservation pod, and then that gets ejected from the ship they're using, and then they get picked up on, like, a salvage ship, like a crane, and then Ripley's in, like, a medical bay, and Charles Dance is there, like, I'm gonna shave your head.
Oh, really? They just shave her head when she's... No.
Oh, well, no, they tell her that they'll need to shave her head
Yeah,
because
because
of the, like...
when they're, like, checking out Newt, she doesn't have... She still has her hair.
Yeah, well,
She's
he's
got,
just
like, a really gross eye as well.
Yeah, he's telling her at that point, like, you have to do something about that head of yours.
Yeah.
Don't like those hairy women. I'll leave you to tend to your nether regions yourself. I can't remember he just says something to your private areas.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't in the director's cut.
She talks about, like, I'll let you shave your own pubes.
Well, the movie opened for me, it's like, you see the Sulaco and you see them all frozen on it, and then you see a facehugger, you see an egg outside the ship, and then the facehugger, like, crawls, and you see it, like, crawling up the side of a cryo sleep chamber
that's the
thing.
same way it starts.
And then it kind of crashes, and then Charles Dance just kind of finds Ellen Ripley covered in, like, black oil on the beach, and then he, like, carries her back and starts screaming. So they are different.
Yeah.
But maybe not as different as I remember them being. And then apparently there's like a scene where the facehugger like gets a dog or something.
Yeah, the facehugger goes on a dog, and the dog's just like, it's got like some scars on its face, because like whenever it's got the facehugger off it, eyes, and it's just, it's a dog and it's sick. There's a dog, bursts open, and then an alien comes out of him.
An alien who is half the size of the dog.
Yeah, it's big alien.
Somehow managed to fit inside that dog.
Big alien, little dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big dog.
Well, that's a big dog, but it's also a big alien.
Yeah. So it's a dog alien.
Yeah, and he walks like a dog, and he talks like a dog, and he barks like a dog.
Yeah.
And he eats everyone just like a dog.
Yeah, and just like in the Special edition is the same, of course, yes.
No, it's an ox.
Oh, what?
It's a dead ox.
Dead ox.
It's a dead ox that's covered in, like, I guess lice or a bunch of, like, fleas and stuff. It's really gross.
Yeah.
It's already dead. There's, like, a point where they pick up a facehugger and they're like, oh, what's this? And they just ignore it. And then, like...
What the fuck is this thing? Well, there's... Yeah.
And the thing, like, I zoomed into it, I was like, that's a royal facehugger. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because the royal facehugger implants the queen egg. So that's because Ripley obviously has an alien queen inside her. But at the beginning of the movie, you see a regular facehugger go on Ripley, and then in the assembly cut, it's the royal facehugger that facehugs the ox. But then why does it's just a dog alien? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I don't even know why they included that, because you can't even really see it. But there's behind the scenes where they show you, like, oh, the royal facehugger's, like, a little bit more different. It's got, like, webbed legs and stuff. It's confusing. But it makes more sense, like, when the dog alien comes out, because it's the same size, and it makes more sense why it would be that size, because it came out of a much bigger animal than a human. Which I think, because the dog, it's like, it comes out, like, half the size of the dog. It's like, how did it fit inside that dog? And then they also added, like, a small scene of it running away, and it's CGI, but it looks fine.
Also, the dog wasn't a very good actor. It was one of those, like...
Yeah, not great dog. Not as good as the dogs in A Dog's Purpose.
Yeah, it was just like... There was just something about the way this dog was doing things, like, they clearly had, like, that moment of play dead, and then it didn't do it right away, it paused, and then it fell down.
Oh, because I remember, like, crying when I watched that scene when I was a kid.
No, it's just funny, because, like, the dog isn't well directed.
Yeah, fair enough. And then I think there's a crazy guy, played by Paul McGann.
Yeah, the mentally challenged guy among the...
Glyph for Glurp person and Golic. That was his name. His name is Golic.
Yeah.
What happens to him in the theatrical version?
In the theatrical version, when Ripley and Charles Dance are in the med bay, and they've got him in the back, he's like screaming about something. He's basically saying to Ellen, like, yeah, you're gonna die. You're all gonna die. I'm gonna fuck you. You're gonna die.
And that's when Charles Dance dies, yeah?
Yeah, well, the alien first kills Paul McGann.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes up to Ripley, and that does the whole, like, smells her, and then goes like, my queen!
Wait,
then,
it kills him, does it?
Yeah, kills McGann.
That's weird. In the director's cut, there's a whole scene where they're like, I know what we're going to do with the alien, we're going to trap it. And, like, Golic's, like, freaking out when the alien comes down and kills Charles Dance, but it doesn't even bother with Golic, it just runs away.
At least I'm pretty sure it kills Golic, then it pulls Charles Dance up into the vent, or whatever.
No, yeah, it probably does. I'll need to check out that scene, but in the director's cut, they just leave him tied up. And then there's a scene where they're like, they figure out that there's an alien there, they need to get rid of it, and they're like, oh, we're going to trap it in a room by leading it there, and then we're going to burn it alive. But then something happens by accident. Oh yeah, the alien kills a guy, and he drops his torch, and all the liquid that they put on the floor just sets on fire, and like a whole bunch of people die, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah, that's
and then the same thing happens.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're going to trap him in the corridor or whatever, and obviously, like, they're oiling down all the floors and stuff so they can make sure it dies in a fire. Mm-hmm. Guy gets killed, and then his cigar just drops onto the floor.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I remember he dropped like a flare, but then his cigar drops later, and it's like, oh, okay.
It fucks up. They don't catch the alien then at all.
Yeah, and they all just get fucked.
In the director's cut, they lose all the liquid stuff, like it burns, so they don't have anything to kill it with, but they still trap it in that room.
Oh.
Yeah. And then it's just in there, and they're like, okay, well, it's not a problem anymore, it's in there. And then they find out that Wayland is coming only for the alien, and they only care about getting the alien and then getting the alien out of Ripley.
Yeah.
And Ripley's trying to convince them that they need to kill it, and they're like, well, we don't have anything to kill it with, we'd rather just leave it in there and let Wayland deal with it, and then we're all going to survive. But then Golic, he convinces a bald angry man, I don't know who it is, but he convinces a bald angry man to let him out. He immediately kills him, and then he's like, I need to see the alien again, I need to see the dragon, and then he opens the door and lets the alien out, and the alien kills him. It's pointless, I don't know why they put it back in there. Yeah. They should have just had him die.
Yeah, it's like
it's so stupid. I don't know why that's even there.
Yeah, in theatrical cut, it's just the alien gets away, and then they're just like, they're just like trying to like doing stuff like carefully, like okay, don't want to be caught by this alien, and then there's like, they are at that point doing the whole like, okay, when the Wayland Yutani or Wayland Tech, whatever the company is, their guys are coming, but they're not. But the thing is, because Ripley's like, they're not gonna come save you from the alien. They're gonna come kill all of you because you've seen the alien. So we have to kill the alien. Let's do that.
Yeah, well, that's what happens in the director's cut as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of them don't believe it. That's one of the main problems I have with this movie is it's like, in Aliens, maybe they're not the best characters, but they all kind of have their own thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
they have traits that you can distinguish them.
And you care for at least a couple of them, and at least, like, Ripley, Hicks, and Newt all survive. Oh, and Bishop as well. So 4 people survive at the end of that film. There's one bald, angry man that survives this movie, and I don't know who it was, because he looked like all the other bald, angry white guys.
Well, he's the one who had something where he talked about how he made a pact with God that he wouldn't die.
Oh, really?
Well, that's something that the bald, black, angry man says. How he's like, you think you're gonna live forever? You think you made some kind of deal with God that you're never gonna die? And then he's the only one that lives at the end, so it's like, oh.
Well, I guess he did.
Yeah.
Make a pact with God.
And then that's why he's laughing at the end, because he's like, haha, God.
Thanks, God.
You're welcome, child.
I'll talk about how the alien is handled in this movie. Because I feel like this is the movie that started to, like, ruin what the alien is.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that the alien was definitely just killing everyone.
Well, that's what I don't like about it.
But I think it's interesting because it's not like a human alien, because it's like an animal alien. Like, I thought it just had a different instinct. Like, it didn't have, like, some kind of thought process, so it just saw, like, these are threats, so it just thought, kill.
Yeah.
It didn't want to bang everything.
But it wasn't, like, just killing them, it was eating them. Like, there's several scenes you see him, like, eating the carcasses.
Yeah, some of the guys can only get away from it because it's eating someone else.
Yeah. Which I just feel it kind of ruins the whole idea of... Because you don't even see the aliens eating an alien in Aliens. They're just kind of these bug creatures that they only care about, like, reproducing the species. In the first one, you don't see what happens to the bodies unless you watch the director's cut, and they're turning into facehuggers in this weird, like, cocoon thing.
Yeah.
And the second one, they try not to kill anyone. They try to take them all to the facehugger pit.
Yeah.
But they try to use them to recreate. They don't just eat them. And in this movie, the dog alien's just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna eat every single one of you for some reason.
Yeah. And
then that kind of carries over into Alien Resurrection. And
yeah, for no reason.
Yeah.
Because there's regular people aliens, so...
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. This is the one that started to ruin the alien...
Yeah, like
creature.
Yeah.
The xenomorph as well, the crop, sorry.
It's a fine idea in this movie, but because it continues into the other movies, that's why it's a problem.
I never saw it as it's because it's a dog. Because it doesn't really change it too much. The only thing that's different about it is that it's brown instead of black, and it runs on all fours rather than bipedal. But, like, it's less scary, because it's just, he's just murdering people, and it's, like, grotesquely violent.
Yeah. Everyone just bursts into blood, they just get cut, and then
there's a scene at the end where they're trying to trap it in this lead pit.
Yeah.
And there's, like, so many POV shots. It's like, POV shots for a monster doesn't make sense. Because, like, this is the main problem with this film, right? It's going back to one Alien. Aliens was like, okay, we'll make this an action movie with kind of horror aspects, and there's going to be a bunch of aliens, and it's not going to be that scary, it's more going to be, like, action-focused.
Yeah.
But this one's like, we're going back to the first movie, it's going to be a horror movie, and we're going to only have one alien, and they're not going to be able to deal with it. Except it's not scary. Like, the first one, when I was a kid, I kind of got jump scared by that time Dallas is in the vents, and then, like, he turns around, and the alien's like, give me a hug!
Yeah.
In this, it doesn't scare you at all. It's just grotesquely violent.
Yeah.
And it feels like it ruins what the alien was. Because you see it a lot, and at the same time you see all the people that die, and you see their corpses, and there's blood everywhere and stuff. I just feel it was a lot scarier when it was like, the alien takes you to do something with you, and you don't even know, and then an alien bursts out of your chest. Like, that's freakier than, I just killed him immediately and he died.
Yeah, but that's already been done before, so that's why they wanted to do something different with it.
But all they're doing is just copying like a slasher movie.
Yeah, but because the way I've been talking about it is being like, I see it as an animal this time.
Yeah.
It's not sneaking around, it's not hunting like in the first film where it's like that alien knows exactly what it's doing, it knows where to hide and all that. But this one is just like, it's a wild animal. It has just instinct. It's just killing for like no reason beyond like, hey, there's other things. I gotta kill them.
Well, I would forgive this movie if what you're saying is right, but I don't feel like they did enough with the fact that it's a dog alien. It just kind of feels like inconsequential. It's just like, oh, this one comes out of a dog and it walks on all fours, and that's the only difference. Oh, also it murders a bunch of people. And I didn't really see that as it's because it's a dog. Yeah. Because as I said, in Alien Resurrection, does the same thing.
Yeah. Spoilers for our spoiler talk of Alien Resurrection.
I'm assuming most people have seen all of them. Yeah, also people swear way too much for a movie that has like a ridiculous amount of like religious symbolism and themes.
Yeah, especially the religious guy.
Yeah, the religious guy swears the most.
Yeah. He says a swear in every line of dialogue.
Much. You see why people hate it?
Yeah, I can understand where like people had a direction they hoped the franchise would go, and they just turned it into schlock.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like, do you know who directed this?
I've already forgotten, but I know I read the credits yesterday.
David Fincher, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good director.
Yeah, he makes some smart movies.
Yeah. This was all the studio's fault.
Yeah.
They wanted to rush out an Alien movie. They got the script with the monks, and they're just like, fuck it, we'll just make it a prison movie because we wanted Alcatraz in space for some reason.
But we already shaved everybody.
Yeah.
There's the guy with clippers just shaving the cast.
Why are you shaving them? I thought they'd be bald monks. We'll just make it a prison movie.
I'll let you attend to your own private areas.
Well, no, they're like, let's just get a director that David Fincher had never directed anything at this point, so they just grab this guy, tell him what to make. James Cameron and Ridley Scott had a lot of creative freedom when they were making their movies.
Yeah.
But with this one, it was like, Alien was a property at this point.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to make the sequel. It was the studios going, well, it's been a few years since Aliens come out. We need a big hit. Let's make another Aliens movie. And then they just kind of shoved David Fincher in there, and they're like, they made him report back to them every single day to tell him what they've shot. And a lot of the movie, apparently, they were going without a finished script. So, you can see this movie has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But David Fincher, he did the best with what he was given. But he's disowned this movie.
Yeah.
Like, when they asked him to come back and do the assembly cut, the director's cut for this, he just refused. So that's why it's not a director's cut, it's a assembly cut. Which is weird. It's like the studio version of the movie, but it's better. And I don't know. Would you recommend it?
I'd say if you like the Alien movies, then yeah, it's like worth that watch just to be hurt by it. If you're one of those people who after seeing Aliens is like, yeah, I want to see where this goes next, I think you should definitely watch it. But I'd say have an open mind to like thinking outside the box of what it tells you. I'd say think more than you should about the movie, and it becomes easier to watch.
Think more than you should?
Yeah.
Well, what's there to think about?
The alien. It's a dog now. It's a good boy. I think that Ripley should have petted it at one point.
There was kind of a scene like that where she goes in to see it.
Yeah.
There's a part where you see it's very clearly an alien, and then she stabs like a pipe instead. And she's like, oh,
Yeah.
what was it? Oh, it's behind me.
Oh, no. Yeah, and then it's just like...
Another thing. It's not just that they kill off like Newt and Hicks. There's a point where she's like, oh yeah, Bishop's still alive. I'll go get Bishop. And then Bishop's just like, kill me. I have no reason to exist. And it's like, I like Bishop as well. And this movie's like, nah, fuck Bishop.
Yeah.
And then we're going to bring back Lance Hendrickson, and he's going to be a villain.
Yeah.
He's going to get his ear cut off.
Yeah. Bad Lance Hendrickson Bishop boy.
And then Ripley jumps off the thing at the end, and
Well-
the alien bursts out of her while she's falling into the lava.
Well, first I think we should talk about how there's so many opportunities that Ripley could have killed herself and the alien. For some reason, there's characters preventing her and the alien from fighting each other to the death. Like, no, you have to keep going. But it's like, no, but I have to die. There's a monster inside me, and we have to kill it. Yeah, we'll kill you after we kill this thing. But she could just fight it with an axe, and then they would kill each other, and it would be fine.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Instead, everyone else has axes, and
that's what should have happened when she went down to see it. She should have just brought an axe, but I'll just chop it to pieces myself.
Yeah, like, did it run away from her? They don't really...
She just came back up and she's like, oh, it won't kill me.
Yeah. Did you think of trying to kill it? That could have been a good idea, you dumb bitch.
It's the bit at the end where they try to trap it in the lead thing.
Yeah.
And the black guy's like, you go out and save yourself.
Yeah, I'll
she's
hold
like, but
it.
I need to die. And he's like, no, I'll hold it off. And then
Why?
God will take care of your sister. It's like, why?
That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense.
Like, you could survive this. But why do you, like, just let her stay down here and wrestle with it. And then you could live. And it would clear up a lot of problems in one go.
Now let's just pour the lead on him.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, you bitch, that's all you got. Oh.
And then it's over. Oh wait, no, the alien just climbs out. It jumps right out.
And then they put sprinklers on it and it explodes.
Yeah, because the superheated lead and water and it explodes. It's dumb.
The whole movie's dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
it takes itself way too seriously for a movie that's just schlock.
Yeah, although at least they did have that shot of the lead bucket that gets superheated, and then the sprinklers go on it, and it bursts.
When was that?
Maybe it was during the fire, like one of the buckets that's on, and then it like explodes.
Oh, so it's kind of like
they're foreshadowing, like, hey.
Okay, that's fair. I don't remember that, but whatever.
I just thought it was neat when I was like, hey, they foreshadowed that.
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb, but they foreshadowed it. So I was like,
they get points for trying.
Yeah. I kept thinking that Ripley was gonna, like, dive at the alien and just drag it into the lead, too.
Oh, that would have been better.
Yeah, but no, they had to have the alien just explode, and then her still be alive, and then not Bishop shows up to be like, hey, that alien, gonna give us that alien. Yeah. Maybe you want to give us that alien. Think of the things we can do with that alien.
We could make it eat people.
Yeah. Is that what we want? We want to weaponize it. We want to train them. The alien. We can do it. We know science. We like aliens. Give us the alien. It's our alien. It's not yours. Fuck you.
Yeah. I can see why you say it's okay. It's just kind of like, it's a movie.
Yeah.
If you were more invested in aliens, then maybe you would have hated it more.
I like the scene at the end where she hugs the alien to death.
Yeah, she's dying, and then she, like... Somehow she doesn't die immediately when it bursts out of her chest, and she like holds it. But in the director's cut, it doesn't burst out. She just jumps like in a crucifix stance,
she just
like Jesus.
She just Christ airs.
Yeah, Christ jumps.
Yeah,
like Superman.
Yeah, or like Tony Hawk. He does the Christ air.
Yeah, you can see what they're doing with the religious themes, but they don't do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this movie where you're like, if they'd done anything with it, it might have been good. But it's just, they just didn't care. Studio's just like, just make it faster. The faster it's made, the faster we can put it out. The quicker we can make our money and call it a day.
We need to make that money. We need to make that sweet, sweet alien money.
Alien 3 action figures for all the kids.
Yeah. I remember alien action figures.
What genre would you describe this movie as? First one's a horror movie. Second one's an action movie. This one's
movie. I don't know, it doesn't really fit like a solid genre description.
No,
it's like a subgenre thing, like monster movie prison drama.
I would call it just a prison drama. With horror elements that aren't done well.
Yeah.
I don't recommend this movie. If you're listening to this, you've already seen it, which is a shame.
You've already been spoiled on it, either way.
If anyone I know, apart from you, obviously, that's going to watch all the Alien movies, just stop at Aliens. You really don't need to watch anything more. No. Especially if you liked Aliens, then fuck this movie. Because it's just...
If you're like me and you were like, yeah, it's fine, then you'll be like, yeah, it's fine.
If you liked Alien more than Aliens, then... yeah, it goes down to one alien again, so
I don't even think that's a thing that matters in the comparison there.
Yeah.
It's just Alien.
Yeah.
This is 3. Alien 3. Alien the Third.
But it's not a good action movie.
No.
It's not a good horror movie.
Oh no.
It's not a great prison drama.
Oh no.
So it's not good.
It's just okay.
I would say it's almost okay. Like, some people say it's their favorite.
That's
why.
weird.
Yeah, I know. But
Even
I don't know. I can see why people would prefer it to like Alien Resurrection. But
Yeah.
personally, I call it the worst of the franchise.
yeah, like where I feel like the other Alien movies do everything they do competently. This movie does everything incompetently, but I feel like it comes together as an okay, just whatever, fine to watch.
Yeah.
Thing.
Watch it once, never ever watch
Yeah.
it again. It's not like a movie that you go like, I feel like I want to die inside. I'll watch Alien 3.
Watch both cuts
Yeah.
back to back.
If you're going to watch a version, definitely watch the assembly cut. It's got some more stuff, it makes more sense.
It is an extra half an hour, and that's where it's like, maybe just watch the theatrical cut.
Yeah. But if you actually want to know what's happening and the movie not be as awful as it was, then the director's cut's better.
You mean the special edition?
Assembly cut.
Assembly cut
The
special
studio
edition?
cut. The
Yeah.
producer's cut.
Yeah. Speaking of cut,
20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.